Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to do another educational video for new investors into the play to earn workspace, play to earn games space. So I'm trying to help out as many new investors as I can, warn you about mistakes that I've run into, and also let you know tips about things that will help make your investing a whole lot better. But before we jump into the mistake or today's video, let me do a quick reminder of the legendary giveaway that's currently going on for Farming Tales. We are giving away 3 legendary animals, these 3 right here. The giveaway is going until February 17th at 1400 UTC. So make sure you jump over to that video from yesterday and go ahead and enter to win one of the 3. And we are going to give away all 3. So there's going to be 3 lucky winners in this giveaway. So go ahead and jump over there. In addition, we also have the 250 subscriber giveaway coming up. It's not launched yet, but it will be launched here in the very near future. We haven't forgotten about that. So we wanted to do a thank you for everyone that has subscribed over the last couple months. All right, let's jump back into it. What is the #1 mistake that new investors make when jumping into play to earn games? Can you guess? Go ahead and comment down below if you can guess what it is. Pause it, go ahead and comment. And the #1 issue is, or mistake is, jumping into FOMO. You see games are at the peak of their popularity. They're making a ton of wax a day, an ROI, a super quick ROI, and you just want to jump in on that just in time to see it drop. I did that. That's actually how I got into the wax gaming uh, environment. I saw Farmer's World was just crushing it, just making hand over fist wax per day. So I jumped in and I grabbed 2 stone axes. And I think they were at the time going for several thousand wax each. So I put a pretty penny in there from a wax perspective to go ahead and get these, and it was running really great for about a week, and then it started shooting down. If you all remember back in the October, I think it was late October, early November timeframe, where it just started dropping like a rock. And thankfully, I was able to get out of it in time, not to lose too much, but there's some people that got hit. This is just a perfect example. This is not bashing Farmer's World. This is just to give you an idea of a real world example, and I'll show you a few more. Before we dive into the prices here and before we dive into any recommendations or suggestions that I have, please understand that this is not financial advice. This is my personal opinion and for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research before you get into any game or listen to any advice from especially anyone on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, I bought the stone axe for several thousand each, several thousand wax each. And let's go ahead and take a look to see what the stone axe is now. It is at the lowest price you can get a stone axe for 57 wax. If I if I would have held on to that stone axe till now and hope that it just stuck at its peak, I would have lost so much money. And that unfortunately is the big issue with a lot of people. They jump in there at the peak and they want to just kind of ride it out and they just watch their NFTs drop. If you truly believe in the game and you've done your research and it's a game that you enjoy playing, by all means, keep your NFTs, continue to play, have some fun with it, support the environment. I'm not saying to dump as soon as everybody else starts dumping. What I'm saying is to make smart decisions when investing into games. Do not invest into games when they're at their peak. During this time frame when I bought the 2 stone axes, I also bought a bronze membership, and that was also over 1,000 wax at the time when I bought it. If you jump over here, the current bronze membership is 59 wax. The good thing that I did was I realized the value wasn't that great with the stone or with the bronze membership. And I think I only owned my bronze membership for maybe a day. I ended up selling, so I didn't lose anything. I think I actually made a few wax on it too because it was still slightly going up. Um, but just be aware. I'm just showing real world examples. The other item is I actually won't even jump into it. I was going to show the actual earnings for stone axes in Farmer's World. But again, I'm not going to dive into it. I just wanted to show an example. Another example that I wanted to put out there was Dragon Valley. I love the concept of the Dragon Valley game. And at the beginning of January, it started shooting up. Thankfully, I was able to get in there early. Um, so I was able to profit off the rise and get out there before the dip. Right now, it is as a major dip. So if you got in during that peak, which was again roughly about a week, where there's a lot of hype around it, unfortunately, you did lose a lot. So I don't want to drag this on. There's a lot of examples out there. In fact, I think every single game goes through some sort of FOMO period where there's a lot of hype around a launch or around a major update that has happened, and a lot of people jump in. So my advice is watch for those big jumps in price. Probably not the best time to buy. What you want to do is get in early and do your research prior to jumping in. Um, Another example was Warspace. This is one that when it launched its packs and it did its whitelist uh, back in back in January, these premium passes that are currently right now going for 491, they were going in the 4,000 wax range. And this actually, if you spent the 4,000 wax range, you ended up getting a premium pack, and I think it was two standard packs or it was one standard pack, but you got them relatively cheap. So if you actually got in on this premium pass around 1,000, 2,000 wax, which was still high, you could still make a decent amount of money because the packs themselves, let's check them out. These are not the right packs. For example, a premium pack was going for $500 or 500 wax, I think it was, um, and they're now going for 3,800. So sometimes jumping in as it's going up does pay off, but this is a rare occasion. This is a very rare event where jumping at the FOMO period in the long run could have paid out for you. Now, if you paid 4,000 wax for the premium pass and you're only making 3,800 off of the premium pack, it again didn't work out for you. So try and get in early, do your research, actively look for games that are either relatively new that have strong white papers, a strong development team, and are starting to get noticed. Those are the best times to get into it. Obviously, it's easier said than done. Do not jump in during FOMO. Please, please, please do your research and don't do that. I don't want to ramble anymore. I hope this is helpful for those. Again, this is mostly for new investors. So I know there's a lot of people out there that may watch this and think, oh, that's obvious. But I wanted to get this out there just for new people. I ran into it. I will more than willingly mention that I jumped into FOMO more than once. One time I got hit hard with it. Other times I got out early enough because I noticed it was FOMO. So just keep an eye out there. Be a smart investor. Do your research. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day.